We now cross over to Nduru village in Alego Usonga, that is in Siaya County, where my colleague Wycliffe Okech is also standing by to give us a feel of what exactly are the burial preparations, bearing in mind that the general will be buried on Sunday according to his wishes. And of course, it has been taken over. The burial preparations have also been taken over by the military. Wycliffe Okech, if you can hear me, kindly bring us to speed from where you are. Good afternoon, Wycliffe.
Well, thank you so much, Ben Troy and Joey, back in Nairobi. Like you've mentioned it, the burial preparations for the fallen CDF Francis Ogolla are underway here in Nduru village, Alego Songa constituency in Siaya County. Where we are right now is the home place at Francis Ogolla's home, that is Mzee Ogolla's home. And you can see from the pictures that are being shown on our screen, these are the locals comprising of families and friends that have come here, that have been coming here since morning actually to deliver their messages of condolence to the family of Ogolla following the passing of CDF Francis Ogolla. And before we came here, actually we had gone to the general's home itself, which is about 3 kilometers from where we are. That is in Ngia village. Where we are is Nduru village, where his father's home, but his own place is in Ngia village. That is 3 kilometers away from here. And like you've mentioned it, that the burial preparations have been taken over by the military. And when we got to the home, we were actually not allowed to get in there. And the guards that we found by the gate side actually being guarded by the Kenya Army. And we were given strict instructions that only the commander is allowed to give instructions as to who is getting in through that gate into their home. And that shows how the tight security under which that place is. And you can see from the background, actually you can still hear people mourning. Those are family members and friends who are close and dear to the fallen CDF. And regarding the preparations, which actually will be buried on Sunday, that is within 72 hours as he had wished. And just allow me briefly, Troy, to bring on set a close family member is called Barak, actually is the first cousin to the fallen CDF, actually to basically tell us how they got to hear about this information and how has been the mood here since yesterday. Brother, if you can just move here and look into the camera. We know it's been a sad moment for the family of Ogolla and actually this village, not just the village, but the entire country, following the loss of the Chief of Defense Forces. Probably if you want to tell us how did the news break to the family here, and what was the reaction and how has been the move so far?
Yeah, when the news came, it was not announced directly. A good number of people got to know about the death of General Ogolla through the media. There was a lot of speculation through the media, and the family was forced to keep cool and to get the official information. It was a terrible moment for us, and we were told officially a call from his immediate family member, rang home and talked to his father, and it was declared that Francis is gone. And at the same time, we were waiting for official communication from the State House, which was made by President Ruto. Yeah, it is a wonderful, it is a terrible moment for our family, the Koyayo family. My father is the firstborn. General Ogolla's father is the thirdborn. We are many, and the extended family, we are really aggrieved. We depended on him. General Ogolla was an action-oriented character. He was very active and very energetic. A man of his own class. He was very generous. We have more than 20 widows who were getting some small amount of money every month. We don't know where the widows, how widows will have to survive without General Ogolla. Our family is affected very much. And because we know that if there is life, there must be death, we accept his departure, but with a very heavy heart. Yes.
Yes, his father, I know he's quite emotional, but we understand that he was to clock 100 years and the celebration was to be held, that is on tomorrow, and the CDF himself was to be here. How has there any changes to those plans?
That's why I'm talking about devastation. We are really devastated because yesterday we were preparing, around this time we were preparing Even the small house, the first house General managed to build, we wanted to make it a monumental factor. At the time, we were celebrating his father's 100 years. His father is the oldest man in Masumbi sub-location. We felt that we should celebrate him. Now we are realizing that instead of celebrating the old man at 100 years, we are now celebrating the departure of Francis Omondi Ogolla, an active man, the man of action, very intelligent. In fact, he was a little bit, more monumental to us. He was the symbol of authority, symbol of wisdom, and we are very much devastated. Yes. Sorry. He has helped so many people in the villages. Young men have been enlisted as military officers. A good number of people, charity work he has done for people. He has built a church worth millions of money. He has sunk several boreholes here in Masumbi, there in Ngia, and it is helping the community. Yes.
Thank you so much. And we equally share in your grief, but we wish you just support and actually strength during this difficult moment. Yeah. Sorry. Well, Troy, that is Mr. Actually, a close member of the family here speaking to us about the activities that are ongoing at this place. This is Francis' father's place here in Nduru village, and the burial actually, which will be taking place on Sunday, will happen in Ngia, that is at Francis' own place, and that service, I understand, that the service actually will be held at Nduru Church here, and that service, I'm told, will be presided over by the Catholic, actually the Anglican Church. Yes, given that he had subscribed to that faith, and actually that service will be presided over by the Anglican Church. Like I've mentioned to you, it's the village. The locals here, friends and family, continue to actually stream here to condole with the family of the departed CDF, and actually will be speaking to many of them just to understand how they knew the fallen CDF and how they will miss the CDF. For now, let me just hand it back to you, Troy, to continue with the rest of the bulletin.
Thank you, Wycliffe Okech, live coming to us live from Nduru village, which is actually the family home for departed CDF General Francis Ogolla, and just listening to his family kins just shows you what type of a man he was, saying that he was a very brilliant and generous man, making sure that the community, and also he was engaged in various community projects.